the game.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218 or Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $489. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Kitty Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Mike Rubeck here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Time now to name the Western Cooperative Credit Union Player of the Game. Western Cooperative Credit Union, where you're more than a member, you're family. Player of the Game nod is going to go to Layla Heffernan for her fantastic outing. She finished with 28 and 14 for the Tetons, so a huge effort for Layla. And she was a big reason why the Tetons were able to build and keep that massive lead, winning by the final of 102 to 56. To 66. That'll be it for this edition of Teton Basketball. We're going to take a quick 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the pregame show for the men's game. Back in 5 minutes.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a cooperative.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today, and let's get moving.
We'll be shadows in the moonlight. Darling, I'll meet you at midnight. Hand in hand we'll go dancing through the Milky Way. And we'll find a little hideaway where we can love the whole night away. We'll be shadows in the moonlight right up till the light of day.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Giving Hearts Day is right around the corner on Thursday, February 12th. Join the Williston State College Foundation in celebrating our college and supporting its mission to provide an exceptional education to students right here in Williston. This is Christina Kitchens, WSC Foundation's Donor Relations and Community Outreach Coordinator. We invite you to consider making a donation this Giving Hearts Day. Donations can be made online, in person, or by mail. For more information, please call the Williston State College Foundation at 701-572-9275. We would love to visit with you, and as always, go Tetons!
Mike back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Time for the Williston State College pregame show. We'll have the rocket fast for everyone here. Tetons come in with a 5-3 conference record on the season. They are behind Dawson Community College, that's at 7-2, and North Dakota State College of Science at 9-1. With a 7-1 conference record, United Tribes Technical College brings up the very last. They're looking to see if they can keep pace with Dakota College at Botno, as those two teams in the D2 ranks looking to battle for a home game. And Thunderbirds definitely need a win to try and keep pace, with Dakota College at Botno having currently a 4-5 3-game lead over the Thunderbirds. Taking a look at what the Thunderbirds have done, they're 11-4 overall on the season. Their last win in the books, taking a look at what they've done, came back on Wednesday the 21st. That came at Lake Region State in Devil's Lake. These two teams have the Tetons and the Thunderbirds have already locked horns once this year. That came down in Bismarck, with the Tetons coming away with a 115-93 win. Take a look at that one. Leading the way in scoring was both Eden Hobbs and Josiah McDonald. They had dueling 39-point games. And for the Thunderbirds, it was Z. Whitewoman who had 27, as well as Gerald Kingbird with 21. Also off the bench was Benjamin Oldperson Harlow with 18 points. Tetons had 4 players within 3 points of hitting double digits. Hare had 9, Sauer had 9, Milner had 8, and Davis had 7. Tetons have been playing very well as of late. Right now we'll take a look at what the Thunderbirds have been doing. They're averaging 91 points per game, shooting 48% from the field, 34% from deep, 73% from the line. Rebounding, they have been pulling down 36 rebounds, 25-10. They're a +2 in the margin. Looking at their individual leaders, here is we are about 2.5 away from getting going. Leading the way in scoring is Z. Whitewood with 17.1, Gerald Kingbird with 14.6, and Benjamin Oldperson Harlow with 13.5. Just outside of scoring 10 per game is Robert Reagan with 9.4. Taking a look at the Tetons, Williston State comes into this game with 16-10 overall record, 5-3 in conference. Their last game came on the road in Miles City against the Pioneers, which they won 82-80. That was preceded by a home win against Dakota College at Botno, 82-74 here at the Well. Now the Tetons looking to make it 2 on the season against the Thunderbirds. And we'll take a look now at the Teton stats, as we are a minute and a half away from starting lineups. The Tetons scoring 89.5 points per game, 46% from the floor. They're shooting 31% from deep, 72% from the free throw line, pulling down 39 rebounds, 27 defensive, 11.5 offensive. They're just about a +10 in the game, 13 assists, 14 turnovers, 9 steals, and 2.5 blocks for the Tetons. Also, Williston State does have the top 2 scorers in the country. with Josiah, or two of the top scorers in the country, the top two in the conference, with McDonald and Eden Hobbs leading the way. And currently, McDonald has 26.3 points per game. Hobbs coming in with 22.3. Hare in with 11.4. Sauer just outside of 10 points per game with 9.8. And Grantham Milner and Bridger Johnson have also both been coming along offensively for Williston State. Half a minute left to go. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Grundall Recreation starting lineup here from Williston. Back in half a minute.
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
Mike Rubeck here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. It is time now for the Basin Broker starting lineups. Had my Tetons and my Coyote scripts flipped around, so is the Basin Broker starting lineup. Your local experts for navigating the real estate game. We're just going to start off with the lineups for the visiting team on the scoreboard. United Tribe Technical College and the Thunderbirds. Coming up first, number 2, Robert Reagan, a 6-foot sophomore guard. And next, number 4, Talon Weaselhead, a 6-foot sophomore guard. Out third is number 12, Gerald Kingbird, a 6'4" redshirt freshman guard. Number 11, Gordon Finday, a 6'4" redshirt freshman guard forward. And rounding out the starting lineups, number 32, a 6'5" sophomore forward, Z Whitewoman. Coaches for the Thunderbirds, they're under the helm of head coach Rob McLean. And now the lights are off. The laser show has started, and it's time for the starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard. The Williston State Tetons. Coming out first for the Tetons is a 6-foot sophomore guard from San Antonio, Texas, number 1, Josiah McDonald. Out second for Williston State is a 6-foot sophomore guard from Bono, North Dakota, number 2, Carson Hare. Out next for Williston State is going to be a 6'5" freshman guard, number 12, Andrew Sauer, coming out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. A 6'10" freshman forward from Melbourne, Australia, number 15, Grantham Milner. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 6'5" sophomore guard forward out of Melbourne, Australia, number 21, Eden Hobbs. Tetons under the head coach tutelage of Alex Herman and assisted by Ron McDane. 20 minutes are up on the clock, and this is it for the Basin Brokers starting lineups. For all your real estate needs, trust the experts at Basin Brokers. As the Tetons get ready to go, I'd like to mention coming up here, as the Tetons are looking to round out their 2025-2026 regular season, they will have a big home game coming here at the end of the year. It'll be on Monday the 23rd. The game's at 5:30 and 7:30 here at the Well against North Dakota State College of Science. It is going to be a whiteout for all the Teton fans. Free admission, free white t-shirts. They want to pack the Well and really get after it. And we'll likely have a couple of interviews with one Hunter Berg before we get there to really hammer the point home that, hey, we want to pack the Well, make it loud and raucous as possible. There will be tons of high school teams coming in from around the Mondag to help do just that. Both teams are now set up. It will be Milner in there for Williston State. Taking the jump will be Kingbird for the Thunderbirds. Jump ball's going to be up, and it'll be taken by Williston State. Hare has it, works it across the timeline, picks up a Milner screen. Carson on the elbow to McDonald, hands it off. Bounce pass over to Hobbs, looking to drive, he'll be cut off underneath. Milner with a little flip shot, up no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Kingbird. Push it into the hands of Weaselhead. Weaselhead has his pass tip, gets it back, tipped away again by McDonald into the backcourt. Now he's going to be stripped by Fine Day. He's going to get it back over on the perimeter to Kingbird. He'll drive, kick up on top to Weaselhead. Weaselhead will slow things down to get sent back. 11 on the shot clock. Coach Herman already making sure his guys are getting the calls they deserve. Weaselhead spins, get him in a blender, kicks it back, and that'll be a long two-point shot. Up, no good. McDonald with the rebound. Pulling, will be White Woman with the shot, no good. Now Hare back to McDonald in the corner for three. JoJo knocks down the triple to get the scoring started here for Williston State. Long pass ahead, goes into the corner. Now a three coming from Fine Day. That'll be no good. Hare saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Hobbs. Back comes Williston State. They have a 3-0 lead. Hobbs over to Hare. Gonna drive, crossover on Reagan. Back to McDonald. Here comes another three. In and out, no good. Loose ball will come down into the hands of White Woman. Loose ball again, stolen by Milner. Back at the court comes Williston State. Hobbs on the near wing, crosses over, drives, tries to go behind his back. Not sure if he went behind his back on purpose or if he just lost it. Here comes a run out from Kingbird. He'll put it up and in for two. And it's a 1-point game. Tetons lead 3-2. 18-14 left to go in the first half. McDonald drives, gets the elbow, spins. He's going to try to put it up, and there's going to be a travel called on McDonald. Coach Herman calling out a defensive set as we have our first sub coming into the game. Out is going Kingbird. Coming in is Benjamin Oldperson Harlow. As Kingbird, it's like he may have rolled an ankle or something. He's going to be getting a little bit of attention. Now walking off the bench. Up the court, Oldperson Harlow backing down on Hobbs. He'll pull it back out top of the perimeter. Pass over goes to Fine Day. Fine Day kicks now to Reagan. He's going to try to get some space on McDonald. Puts it up and no good. JoJo with the rebound. Fine Day gets knocked to the ground with a heavy screen from Milner. McDonald Euro steps through, throws one up and in. Two more for McDonald. He has 5 in the game. Davis said to check in, as they might be bringing Davis in for a little extra physicality. Oldperson Harlow gets the loose ball in the paint. Nothing there. Now it's going to be trying to be thrown off of a Teton leg. It'll be intercepted by Milner. Hare has it on the near wing, looking to drive. Gets down low, turned away, gets it underneath to Grantham. Going to be stripped. Loose ball out of bounds. Back to the Teton it goes. 17-20 left. Sauer checking out of the game real quick. Davis coming in. I think that might be just a little bit of a size matchup, as Hare set to inbound from underneath his own bucket. Along the block, side screen from Milner, up on top to Davis. Sets up the half-court look. McDonald pump fake, and he's going to be knocked to the ground. He'll pick it back up. McDonald got hit in the face. Hare drives, steps back, kicks it off to Davis on the perimeter. 7 left on the shot clock. Davis gets to McDonald. McDonald for three. That one's going to be good. JoJo might have a little chip on his shoulder. He's taking some shots early with no calls. Back at the court comes Reagan. Reagan kicks it off over to White Woman on the baseline. Guarded by Milner. Grantham with great defense. White Woman drives into the body. Reverse layup up and good. Tough shot. Milner couldn't do anything about that one. Long pass ahead to Davis. Gets it just inside the perimeter. Up to Hobbs. Hobbs back to McDonald. He'll look to drive. Kicks it off to Hare. Hare's going to be hit by Reagan. Reagan will hit the deck now. He needs some help up coming from Weaselhead. And Reagan picks up his personal first team. A lot of banging going on here in this one. 2-3 defense starting off the inbound play for the Thunderbirds. Tetons reset now. Hare looking to get going into the bucket, or into the lane. It'll go to Hobbs. Nothing there. Now Oldperson Harlow will come away with the rebound. He'll pick it up and push it off to Reagan. Reagan up the court looking underneath for White Woman. One-on-one now with Milner. Here comes secondary help. Oldperson Harlow has it. No entry pass underneath. It's going to be stripped. McDonald will pick it up. Here's going to be a 1-on-2 break. McDonald underneath to Hobbs. Easy layup for Eden. The dime for McDonald. 6-point lead for Williston State. 10-4. 16:03 left to go. Weaselhead on the near wing. There's going to be a foul called away from the play. It'll go on Milner. And Powell will come into play, some interior defense. Reagan checking out of the game. He'll likely have his ankle looked at or whatever he did. Checking in for him is going to be James Dust Jr., who will get the inbound pass. Picks up a screen from White Woman, got away with an illegal screen. Now into the corner, catch and shoot from Old Person Harlow. That's an air ball into the hands of James Dust Jr. Weaselhead, top of the perimeter, looking to drive on Hare. Hare crosses him over, kick pass into the corner to Fine Day. Underneath to White Woman. Powell now looking to be a little firmer underneath. To Weaselhead with a short jumper, no good. Powell with the board, and he's going to throw it away into the hands of Weaselhead. Step back three-pointer, top of the perimeter, no good. McDonald with the board. So Tetons avoid disaster, now looking to improve on their 6-point lead. Hare drives, gets to the cup, bullies his way down low and puts it in, and a timeout's going to be called by the Thunderbirds. Just a short one. We'll take a short one ourselves. Back in half a minute.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rod chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Micro back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. It is the Thunderbirds ball. Full court press from the Tetons. They're going to get a head into the hands of Dust Jr. Tetons scrambling defensively. Long pass goes to Fine Day in the far corner. Up on top to Old Person Harlow. Now to White Woman. Back goes to Fine Day for three. That'll be up no good. Weaselhead comes out of the long rebound. He's going to drive up on top to Old Person Harlow. Steps into a three. That one rattles in and out. No good. It'll be a rebound by Dust. Puts it up. Runs into McDonald. Nothing there. McDonald. Transition three coming back up. No good. Tipped around out of the hands of Davis. As it'll be subs coming in for both teams. McDonald will stay in. Johnson in for Hare. And now Sauer coming back in for Davis. Coach Herman staggering his substitutions a little more than normal. Good to see some of the bench guys get some run. We'll see if they can extend upon this 8-point lead. Old Person Harlow crossing over on Johnson. Entry pass underneath to White Woman. He's going to put it up and in. Gets it past Powell underneath. Another great move by White Woman. Johnson moves it up the court for the Tetons. Bullet pass over to Hobbs. Eden drives to Powell on the post. He takes a dribble. Loses it. Regains control to McDonald in the wing. Going to cross over on White Woman. Rain a three down. No good. Long rebound. They pull back in by Dust Jr., who will work his way up the court. 6-point lead for the Tetons. Dust Jr. crosses over to Old Person Harlow. See if they try to work through White Woman, who now has it on top. He's going to pick up a screen. Powell doing a great job on that on-ball defense. White Woman gets clear. He's going to drive by Fine Day. Turnaround jumper in the paint, and that one will drop in. Fine Day's first point of the game, and it's a 4-point Teton lead. 12-8, 4-0 run now for the Thunderbirds. Johnson over to Hobbs. He's going to take off and drive. Gets cut off down low. Underneath the Powell, couldn't handle the pass. It'll be Weaselhead who picks it up. Works his way back down the court. Pass goes now over to Old Person Harlow. Back up to Weaselhead. Screen coming from White Woman. Weaselhead doesn't use it. Now to Old Person Harlow. Another screen coming from White Woman. He'll cut through, get to the lane. Off the board and in. White Woman now with 6, and it's a 2-point game. 12-10. Milner set to check in on the next stop. Johnson looking back door for McDonald. Nothing there. Up to Hobbs. Hobbs with a three-pointer. That'll be no good. Powell saves him from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of the Thunderbirds. Weaselhead pushing it up the court. Doesn't have numbers. Over to Fine Day. Fine Day looking underneath. Nothing there. Pushes it up on top to Old Person Harlow. On the deck again to White Woman out on the baseline extended. Kicks it to Old Person Harlow. Three-pointer. High angle. No good. Hobbs will pull it down. Looks to work his way up the court. Long pass to McDonald. Looks to drive. Floats one up in the paint. Up and good. Josiah now with 10 in the game. The Tetons back to a 2-possession lead. 14-10 with 12:36 left to go. There is a timeout called on the court by Williston State. We'll take one as well. Back in half a minute.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Michael back here for Teton basketball. Just coming out of the timeout. Thunderbirds have the ball. Weaselhead over on the far wing. Clearing out. Dust Jr. now over to Old Person Harlow. Hobbs bottles him up. Old Person Harlow on the deck now up on top. It'll go to White Woman looking down low. Nothing there. Weaselhead looking to drive down low. White Woman with a little contested two-pointer up no good. Sauer with the rebound. Has the defender all over him. He'll push it up the court, looking downfield. Nothing there. Brings it to the top of the perimeter. Look over to Hobbs on the far wing. Crosses over. Gets into the paint. He goes for a little mid-range floater. Up no good. Old Person Harlow will pull it down. Back up the court comes Dust Jr. Gets in the paint. Kicks it out to Fine Day. Now into the wing. Back to White Woman. Milner has him cut off on the baseline. Secondary help coming. Going to be tipped to Fine Day in the paint. In and out. No good. Miller with the board. Back to McDonald. Josiah bringing it back into the front court. Still a 4-point Teton lead. Dust Jr. looking to keep McDonald bottled up. And there's going to be a travel called on McDonald. They say he's going to move his pivot foot when he's stopped in the paint. That'll be a timeout. Media timeout with 11:28 left to go. Hare's coming into the game for the Tetons. Looks like he's coming in for Johnson. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Back in 60 seconds.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218 or Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We are also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Ike Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a flock.
Mike Greer back here for Teton basketball. Thunderbirds have the ball. Old Person Harlow's going to drive to the cup, and he'll put it up and in for two. That makes it a 2-point game, 14-12. Back into the game is Carson Hare. Back up to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to drive, cut off, and there's going to be a travel called on Hare in the paint. So some uncharacteristic turnovers for the Tetons, as taking it from an 8-point game now down to a 2-point game. A chance for the Thunderbirds to tie it up and take the lead here. Approaching midway through the first quarter, 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Dust Jr. having troubles up the court against McDonald. He'll get a step free and a screen from Old Person Harlow. Now Dust Jr. pulls it back out. Weaselhead working again. Entry pass to White Woman. He'll step back. Double team coming into the corner. It's going to be hucked over everyone, out of bounds. They'll turn it back over to the Tetons here with 10:43 remaining in the first half. Up the court now will come Carson Hare and company. It's been a 10-2 run here in this first half for the Thunderbirds. Milner gets it off to Sauer. Andrew for three. That'll be no good. And Dust Jr. with the rebound, pulls it down, crosses over on McDonald. Filters through now to Weaselhead. Looking to pick up White Woman. They have Sauer now on Old Person Harlow in the corner. Old Person Harlow drives, Backing down on Sauer, spins, tough one up, no good. Hobbs with the rebound is going to be taken away from him by Old Person Harlow, who puts it back in. We're tied up at 14 apiece. Hare now is going to drive himself, stopped in the paint. He's going to flip it up, stolen now by Finde. Hobbs gets it back. Eden looks to step through. He's going to get a push off, and Hobbs will pick up his first personal, and that was just a little bit of frustration with how much the Tetons have been getting banged around. And now Sauer and one of the officials having a conversation. Not sure what that was about, but looks like it was no warnings or anything coming about. As we're all set to go, now Dust Jr. has the ball. Thunderbirds chance to take the lead here on this possession to be their first of the game. McDonald looking to try to pick the pocket of Dust Jr., doing a good job and staying in front of, gets his hand in the passing lane, tips it away. Back to the Tetons as Coach Herman had to make sure he was out of the way on the play. Weaselhead set to trigger. 19 on the shot clock, looking in the backcourt. Nothing there. Now over to Finde on the near corner. Scramble offense for the Thunderbirds. Old Person Harlow puts it on the deck. Crosses over on Hobbs. Pulls up now over to White Woman in the paint. Kicked it back out to Old Person Harlow, and that's going to be out of bounds back to Williston State. 9:29 left to go. The Tetons looking to throw a second offender at White Woman anytime he touches it near the post. And they're starting to get some turnovers as a result. Hare will bring it up into the front court, hands it off to McDonald. Desire up to Milner. Milner over to Sauer, looking down low. Now to Hobbs up on top. He'll fire from range off the back of the iron. Tetons cannot buy a bucket as of late. Up the court is going to come Weaselhead. And he'll get in there's going to be a miscommunication. He tried to get it over to Old Person Harlow, who wasn't looking, and it'll go back to the Tetons. Milner now looking to inbound the ball. Both teams struggling here in the first 11 minutes of this first half. 14-14 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Hare get it off to McDonald. Top of the perimeter. Josiah for a triple. That one's good. McDonald now with 13 in the game. Tetons have 17, and they lead 17-14. Dust Jr. again on top of the perimeter. Over to the far wing. McDonald right in his pocket. McDonald just about with a poke away. He's going to tip it from behind, out of bounds. Out of bounds through the end line. That'll be now from their own baseline. The Thunderbirds will look to inbound the ball. 8:43 remaining in the half. White Woman gets it, puts it up and in. He now has 8 in the game. 1 point Teton lead. Hobbs will bring it up the court. Here comes an Eden drive, and he's going to be blocked out of bounds back to the Thunderbirds. Tetons have been trying to be aggressive, but it's been the Thunderbirds packing the paint every time either Hobbs or McDonald looks at the ball. No one open, no one open. Inbound pass goes to Hobbs. He takes a bounce pass, gets it over to Milner for a triple. Off the back, it'll be loose ball on the ground. Hare will save it from going out of bounds, but they'll say he's on the end line. McDonald and Hobbs having a conversation. They get back on defense. Tetons looking to get a stop and preserve their 1 point lead, 17-16. McKenna set to come in to spell Milner out on the court, as so does Johnson. Weaselhead looking to get it again into White Woman, who goes from the baseline from 17, no good. McDonald with the rebound. He'll push it up the court for the Tetons. Weaves through traffic. Milner got hooked by Weaselhead. McDonald getting knocked around in the paint. McDonald now from the elbow with a floater. That's off the back of the iron. And Sauer comes down with the rebound. Sauer to McDonald underneath to Milner for the easy 2-point putback with a lay-in. And that'll be the first points for Grantham in the game. 3-point lead for the Tetons. Old Person Harlow will lose the ball into the hands of White Woman. Scrambling with Milner. Out of bounds. It'll go back to the Tetons. And the White Woman having some disagreement with that one, as there's 2 subs in and out now for the Thunderbirds. Out is going Dust Jr. Back in is Kingbird. Also out is Weaselhead. Back in is Reagan. And Benjamin Old Person out of the game. Checking in for the first time is Jackson Kellogg. Carson Hare up the court for Williston State. He'll hand it off to Eden Hobbs. Hobbs to Johnson. Bridger up on top to McKenna. Charlie over now to Carson Hare. Hare drives, muscles his way, throws a pass. It's going to be tipped away and taken back by the Thunderbirds. A drive gets it over to Whitewoman for the floater in the paint. He now has 10. It's a 1-point game. Up comes Hobbs again up the court. He's going to drive, gets into the body of Whitewoman. Still no foul called on the drive. They dump it off over to Reagan. Reagan kicks it to Kellogg. Step back from Kingbird, now to Whitewoman. There's going to be a foul called on Hobbs. That's going to be number 2 on Eden, just the second team foul. There's been 3 fouls called, 4 fouls now called throughout the first 13 minutes of the first half. Final media timeout of the first. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Mike Ritter back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Milner and Sauer out of the game for the Tetons. Back in is McKenna and Davis. Entry pass underneath to Whitewoman. He's going to be pushed out now over to Kellogg, who's going to take a corner 3. Up and no good. Pulled down by Hare. Good block out there by Johnson. Up the court will be McKenna over on the wing. Charlie for a triple. That one's in there. McKenna for a big 3. He now has 3 points in the game. The Tetons are up back by 4, 22-18. Kingbird has it up on top. Whitewoman and McKenna is a good battle down underneath. Kellogg gets it over to Whitewoman. Pulls a trigger just inside the perimeter. That one's going to be good. Whitewoman now with 12 in the game. Back with into are the Tetons. Hobbs, head of steam. He's going to drive to McKenna up on top. One dribble, hands it off to Hare. Carson underneath against Whitewoman. There's going to be a foul called against the Whitewoman. His first personal, just the second team foul. And Whitewoman was on the arm of Hare on the drive. Carson going to line for the first time. These will be just the first free throws taken in the game overall. Hare's at the stripe now for his first of 2. That'll be soft off the front of the rim. No good. Carson will have one more. Looks to push it up to a full one-possession 3-point game. If he can knock this one down. Hare at the line now for his second of 2. Carson taking his time. Here comes 2 of 2. That one rattles around and drops in there now. 23-26. 10 left to go. Up the court is Robert Reagan being guarded by Johnson. Johnson keeping stride with him down the sideline. Good denial as well underneath by McKenna. That'll be a drive by Finday. He gets away with a push off over to Reagan in the paint. And they're going to call a foul on Johnson on that one. Bridger with great defense interior. No contact with the arms. They're going to call a push on Johnson. That'll be his first personal, 4th team foul. At the line will be Reagan for a pair. Sauer now heading, appears to be either to the bathroom or the locker room. Most likely to be back here relatively shortly. First one on the way for Reagan is going to be up and no good. They'll have one more coming. No one back to rebound for the Thunderbirds. They're getting a new offensive play put in with Reagan now at the line for his second of 2. He'll knock that one down. 1 for 2 from the stripe. 23-21. Hobbs with the ball, the hand up. Up on top to McKenna. Thought about a 3. Now over to Hare. He's going to pump fake. Step back at the line. Now look to drive. Bullet pass in the corner for Bridger for 3. In and out, no good. Hare with the offensive rebound. Puts it back up and in. Carson with a tough bucket. He now has 5 in the game. McDonald coming back in on the next stop. Kingbird over on the far wing. Picks up a screen from Whitewoman. He'll step back along, 2 in and out, no good. Hare with the rebound. Gets it over to McKenna. Jab step back to Hare, looking down low. Lob pass underneath to Hobbs. Is going to be tipped away down underneath by, I believe that's by Kingbird getting up there. Now Kingbird on the near wing. Up on top to Finde, going to drive on Davis. Turnaround jumper inside the paint, and Finde will knock that one down. He now has 4. Back to a 2-point Teton lead, 25-23. 4:58 left to go in the game. McKenna on top of the perimeter. Looking to hand it off to Davis. Comes around a curl. Davis gets to the cup, puts it up. No good. Too hard off of the rim. Another packed paint. Tetons are going to have to go up against 3 defenders in the paint every time they look to drive. White woman cut off, now over to Reagan. He got some space, and he's going to miss with an air ball that'll go back to the Tetons. Sauer and McDonald now coming back in. Here comes Milner as well. Out of the game goes Davis, McKenna, and Hare. So Johnson will get some run with McDonald and the starters. Up the court comes Bridger. Looking for a backdoor cut to McDonald. That was covered up. JoJo now gets the ball. He gets it underneath to Milner, who will put it up in and Grantham with the good bucket. He now has 4. The Tetons are back up by 4, 27-23. Kingbird crossing over, gets it now to White Woman. Foot on the line, on the near wing. Hands it off to Reagan. Looks to drive. Reagan gets bumped by Milner. Now out to Finde, who's going to drive. Picked his pocket by Sauer. Up ahead to McDonald. JoJo will reel it in. He goes for a 360 rebound. He gets barreled to the floor by Finde. Still no call. Up the court to go to White Woman. Jab step on Milner. Calls for a clear out. Kellogg gets it in the paint. He gets knocked to the ground. Looking back door for White Woman. Nothing there. Reagan now gets it into the corner. He's going to fire over the top of Sauer. In and out. McDonald will pull it down. JoJo up the court for the Tetons, led by as many as 8, currently sitting at 4. McDonald picks up a Milner screen. He's going to fire it underneath to Sauer, who's going to be hit from behind by Reagan to pick up his second. Sauer will go to the line for 2. That was just the 3rd team foul on the Thunderbirds here with 3:34 left to go in the half. 4 currently on the Tetons. And Weaselhead set to check in on or after this first free throw from Sauer. Andrew looking for his first points of the game. First one on the way is going to be good. A couple of subs in and out. Reagan going out as well as White Woman. Coming into the game, Talon Weaselhead as well as Oscar Felix for the first time. Sauer at the stripe for his second of 2, and that one is going to be off the mark. Over 2 from Sauer from the stripe. It'll be Weaselhead bringing up the court. 1 for 2 from the game in the line for Sauer. 5-point lead for the Tetons. Finde gets it over into Kellogg, looking for a backdoor cut. Finde now on the baseline. It'll go back out to Felix. Now up to Kellogg in the corner. Finde for a triple. That'll be an air ball pulled in by McDonald. JoJo running. 4 on 3. Tetons trying to get to the cup, and McDonald will drive. He'll be fouled. We'll see who it's going to be on. It may be on Weaselhead. And it will be his first personal, 4th team foul. Now both teams with 4 apiece. And it'll be McDonald going to the stripe. He has 13 in the first half. As Hobbs is looking to get the next play for his coaches. Coach McDade and Coach Herman having a discussion on the sideline. First one for McDonald is going to be up and good. Josiah now with 14 in the game. Milner will get back to rebound. Leaving Sauer alone in the blocks. We'll see if Andrew can pull down a rebound between the 4 Thunderbirds on a potential miss. McDonald ready for his second of 2. That one is going to be good. No rebound needed. And there's going to be a timeout called on the court by the Thunderbirds. Tetons back up by 7, 1 shy of their game-high lead. We're going to take a quick timeout. Be back in 30 seconds.
Giving Hearts Day is right around the corner on Thursday, February 2nd. Join the Williston State College Foundation in celebrating our college and supporting its mission to provide an exceptional education to students right here in Williston. This is Christina Kitchens, WSC Foundation's Donor Relations and Community Outreach Coordinator. We invite you to consider making a donation this Giving Hearts Day. Donations can be made online, in person, or by mail. For more information, please call the Williston State College Foundation at 701-572-9275. We would love to visit with you, and as always, go Tetons!
Mike Ritter back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons look like they're getting into some full court press here with 3:06 left to go in the first half. Inbound play now from Jackson Kellogg, looking to get it in. Back underneath his own basket is Oscar Felix. Teton starting off with their zone defense for their press breaker. Now to Kellogg. Kellogg looking to flip it across the timeline to Kingbird. And press was beat, so the Tetons get back in their man-to-man half-court set. Weasel head to Fine Day, looking to drive on Hobbs. Hobbs cuts him off. Good defense by Eden up on top to Kingbird. Kingbird over to Kellogg. Looks to get it down low underneath to Felix. Felix is going to be stripped by McDonald, and JoJo's going to be knocked to the ground. No foul. McDonald's going to call a timeout. Coach Herman is livid that there was no foul called on that play, as McDonald got hit from behind by Felix and taken down. Tetons call a timeout to keep the possession. It's a short one, back in 30.
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
Mike Ritter back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons have the ball up by 7. Here comes Bridger Johnson up the court. Old person Harlow set to check in on the next stop for the Thunderbirds. Sauer on the far wing. He'll pick it up now to McDonald. Entry pass, high post to Hobbs. He'll fire, turn around, jumper up and good. 2 more for Eden. He just has 4 in the half. Long pass goes over to Kingbird. He'll be picked up by Sauer. Tetons looking to make some switches defensively. Fine Day crossing over on Sauer. He'll spin. Long leaning layup up, no good. McDonald with the board. Tetons up now by 9, their largest lead. Johnson drives against Felix to Milner in the paint. Milner puts it up. He's going to be hacked. No good. He'll get it back and put it in. Grantham now with 6 in the game. Under 2 minutes left to go in the half. 11-point Teton lead. 2 subs had to come in. White woman and old person Harlow underneath to Felix. He's turned away on the outside now to Kingbird. He drives, baseline jumper in and out. Milner with the rebound. 1:43 left to go. Tetons want to make a splash before the 2 starters are back into the game. McDonald step back 3 over the top of the defender. No good. It'll be Sauer with the rebound, knocked out of bounds by the Thunderbirds, and will stay with the Tetons. 1:32 left to go. Out of the game goes Felix as well as Kellogg. Back in is White Woman and old person Harlow. Johnson set to inbound from the baseline. Cross screens coming for the Tetons. Miller calling for a toss-up. It'll go bullet to McDonald. He swings it back to Johnson. Tipped out of bounds by Weaselhead saves him going out of bounds. Turnover on the Tetons. 1:25 left in an 11-point game. Weaselhead across the timeline. McDonald picking him up. Entry pass is going to be into White Woman. He'll fire an 18-footer over Milner. Nothing Milner can do about that, as that is now 14 in the half. 9-point lead, 1:08 left to go. Johnson back to Hobbs. He's going to drive into the body of White Woman to Milner in the mid-post. Kicks it out to Johnson. Wide open look for BJ. Off the mark, no good. Old person Harlow just about stripped. Fine Day up the court now into the hands of Kingbird. The White Woman, he'll go with the runner. That'll be up. White Woman with 16 and 16 in the half. 45 seconds left to go. Hobbs from BJ. Eden drives, and he's going to be fouled on the ground. That'll be just team 5th. See if the foul is going to go on. It'll go on old person Harlow, his first personal. Tetons inbounding. 41 seconds left to go in the game. 24 on the shot clock. McDonald curls out, nothing there. Inbound pass goes to Hobbs. Takes a dribble, gets it out to McDonald on the perimeter. Back to Hobbs. Hobbs for 3 from the wing. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound goes to Weaselhead. He'll be able to pick it up. McDonald looking to corral him. 2 seconds between the shot and the play clock. Over on the near wing to Kingbird. They get it up on the top of the perimeter to White Woman. He's going to go for a long two. Off, no good. Sauer with the rebound. He had Olpersen Harlow all over him. Got hacked by Fine Day. Still no foul call. It'll go to Olpersen Harlow for a triple. That'll be no good. Johnson gets hit from behind by White Woman. And McDonald will come away with the ball. 5 seconds left to go. McDonald crosses over, picks up a screen straight away. Good if it goes. No good. And the Tetons will take a 7-point lead into the locker room at the half. 34-27. An ugly, low-scoring first half from the Well in Williston. We're going to take a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, more halftime breakdown here from the Well. Back in 5 minutes.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today, your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
We have come to the place in our world where faith must be stronger than fear. For if true love is our destination, through every storm, it must always be clear. The surest way to get there from here is to walk on faith, trust in love. Just keep on putting one foot down in front of the other. When the valley's so wide, stumble in stride, everything inside wants to give up. Walk on faith, trust in love. Farther on beyond the shadows of our doubt, we will live where true love never dies. Though the road we must travel is uncertain, there is a truth in our hearts that never lies. It is by such grace we are bound to rise. If we walk on faith, trust in love, just keep on putting one foot down in front of the other. When the valley's so wide, stumble in stride, everything inside wants to give up. Walk on faith, trust in love. Walk on faith, trust in love. Just keep on putting one foot down in front of the other. Come on, walk on faith. When the valley is wide, everything inside is telling you to give up. Walk on faith.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218 or Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters, starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Ike Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a cooperative.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. We are at halftime, taking a look at the Tetons' first half against United Tribe Technical College. They lead at the break, 34-27. Taking a look at what we have for scoring, starting off with the United Tribe. Z Whitewoman having himself a first half, 16 points at the break on 8 of 13 shooting. Also scoring for the Thunderbirds, 4 for Benjamin Oldperson Harlow, 4 for Gordon Fine-Day Jr., 2 coming in from Gerald Kingbird, and 1 from Robert Reagan. In the game, the Thunderbirds were 3 of 37 in the first half shooting for 35%, 0 of 13 from deep, and 1 of 2 from the stripe. 16 rebounds in the half, 11 defensive, 5 offensive. 2 tied with 4. It's Dust Jr. and Fine-Day Jr., each with 4 rebounds. Only 3 assists, 9 steals, no blocks, 9 turnovers, and 5 personal fouls. Reagan with 1, Weaselhead with 1, Whitewoman with 1, and Oldperson Harlow with 1. So Robert Reagan, the only Thunderbird in any foul trouble here in this one. Looking at the Tetons, they're led in scoring by Josiah McDonald, who has 5 of 11 shooting from the field, 3 of 8 from deep, and 2 of 2 from the line. Also scoring for the Tetons, Grantham Milner has 6, 5 from Carson Hare, 3 from Andrew Sauer, 2 from Eden Hobbs, and 3 from Charlie McKenna off the bench. In the first half, the Tetons shot 13 of 32 for 40% from the field, 4 of 15 from deep for 26%, and 4 of 6 from the line for 66%. 22 rebounds in the half. They were a +6 in the rebound margin. 18 defensive, 4 offensive rebounds. Leading the way was McDonald, who had 8 rebounds, all on the defensive end. Tetons finished the half with 6 assists, 3 of them for McDonald, 4 steals, 3 of them as well for McDonald. No blocks, 12 turnovers, something they were definitely looking to clean up in the second half, and just 4 personal fouls. Eden Hobbs picked up 2 of them in the first half, and now looking to see if he can't keep from getting into deeper foul trouble here in half number 2. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the advanced stats here from the Well in Williston. Back in 1 minute.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today, and let's get moving.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU's Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Looking at the advanced stats here at the break. Points in the paint, 18-14 Thunderbirds. Points off of turnovers, 10-7 United Tribes. Second chance points, 6-2 Tetons. Bench points, 4-3 United Tribes. There is 1 tie, no lead changes. Last field goal for the Thunderbirds came with 45 seconds left to go in the half. The Tetons were held out from scoring from the field for the final 1:58 left to go in the game. And that was, looking at it, and again, it was a late rush for these Thunderbirds with Z. Whitewoman and Benjamin Harlow Oldperson coming up big to make a push down the stretch. The Tetons with that bucket at 1:58 was a basket by Grantham Milner to put the Tetons up by 11. But since then, it has been a 7-0 run by the Thunderbirds to close out that half, and they take that lead 34-27 into the break. Largest lead of the Tetons came with 1:58 left. Thunderbirds have yet to lead. 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to take a 4-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half here from the Well in Williston. Back in 4 minutes.
Giving Hearts Day is right around the corner on Thursday, February 12th. Join the Williston State College Foundation in celebrating our college and supporting its mission to provide an exceptional education to students right here in Williston. This is Christina Kitchens, WSC Foundation's Donor Relations and Community Outreach Coordinator. We invite you to consider making a donation this Giving Hearts Day. Donations can be made online, in person, or by mail. For more information, please call the Williston State College Foundation at 701-572-9275. We would love to visit with you, and as always, go Tetons!
Sat all alone on a bus out of Beaumont, age of just 18 years. Penny and quarter taped to a letter, mama's goodbye in her ears. She watched as her high school faded behind her, and the house with the white picket fence. Then she read the note that her mama had wrote, wrapped up with 26 cents. When you get lonely, call me anytime at all.
Mike back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. It's a rare sight that Coach Herman has decided to ditch his jacket as dress shirt and slacks is looking to get it after it in this second half as well. It will be the Thunderbirds starting off with the ball here in the second half. 7-point Teton lead, 34-27, and we are underway. Talon Weasel head into the game. Teams have both starters in. Weaselhead onto the high post now to Kingbird. Weasel back up on top to Fine Bay. Back to Weaselhead. Picks up a screen from White Woman. Pick and roll. White Woman, who has found himself in some space, couldn't quite get it there. Now entry pass into White Woman on the baseline. Here comes some help. White Woman gets to the bucket, and there's going to be a foul called on Milner. White Woman was able to spin baseline. The Teton help came from over the top and left the baseline open. Milner picking up his second personal. As that'll put White Woman to the line for a pair. His first one is on the way and good. White Woman now 17 points in the game. Chance for an 18 and bring the deficit down to 5. On his stripes now for the second of 2. That one will be in and out, no good. White Woman goes 1 for 2 there in that game. Up the court comes Carson Hare for the Tetons. Now to Hobbs, back to Hare. Milner up on top, looking for McDonald, who's been hounded by Weaselhead. McDonald's going to be fouled by Weaselhead, and that'll be number 2 on Talon. Each team now with 1 in this first half. 6-point lead for the Tetons. 34-28. Inbound play coming for Williston State underneath their own bucket. Some kids being ushered away from the baseline, and Hare will get it into Hobbs. Off the board, no good. Milner will get the rebound, put it up, and no good. McDonald, another board, out to Hare. Looking to drive. He's going to be cut off, back into the hands of McDonald's on the far wing. High post to Milner. Looking to hand it off, back to McDonald. Nothing there. Milner up to Sauer. Sauer over to Hobbs. Wide open look for 3. Off the mark. McDonald with the putback. That's going to roll off the rim. No good. Back up the court comes Kingbird. He'll weave through traffic now to Finday. Finday uses the body of White Woman for a screen and puts it up and in. 2 more in the game now for Finday. Long shot up, no good for the Tetons, and it's down to a 4-point game. Back up the court again come the Tetons. Come the Thunderbirds. They get it over now to Kingbird. Picks up a screen from White Woman. Mismatch down below. Kingbird from way downtown. Off the mark. Hobbs with the rebound. He'll get it off to Hare. Up the court comes Corson. He'll get it on top now. Crosses over. Drives on Reagan. He's going to be cut off. Fadeaway jumper in the paint. In and out. No good. They pulled down by Finday. He looks to push the issue up the court. Gets into the body of Hare. Carson's going to poke it away. And that will be Thunderbird ball underneath their own bucket here. 18:08 left to go in the game. Weaselhead calls for action. Couple curl around on top of the perimeter. They get it into Finday in the near corner. He'll pick up a screen from White Woman. And there's going to be a foul called on Hobbs, trying to fight his way through. That'll be number 3 on Hobbs. See if the Tetons make a switch here. Looks like they may stay with Hobbs on the court, at least for the time being. Weaselhead set to trigger again. Get it in the corner now to Kingbird. Back to Weaselhead. Up to Reagan in the corner to Finday. Reagan picks up a screen from White Woman, who's going to take a long 2, and that'll be good. See White Woman now with 19 points in the game, and it's a 2-point difference. Thunderbirds having +5 so far throughout the first 2.5, and there's going to be a foul called on the Thunderbirds. Hobbs looking to force the issue. Foul's going to go against Finday, his first second team foul. Inbound play coming for Williston State. Hare looks to trigger the inbound pass. Up on top of everyone, he'll get it to Sauer. Sauer to McDonald. JoJo long pass to Hobbs. He's going to drive baseline. Gets underneath. Flips one up and no good. White Woman there in the interior defense. Davis going to check into the game for the Tetons. Reagan has his pocket picked by McDonald. Keeps the dribble alive. Races up the court. Here's a 3-on-2. McDonald gives it underneath to Sauer. Up and in. Andrew with his first bucket. And the Tetons are back up by 4. Now looking to get some stops. Davis had to check in. We'll see if McDonald got an elbow into the face by Reagan. Nothing done. Now White Woman spinning on Milner. White Woman using his elbow. Pass goes up on top. Extra pass over to Fine Day for 3. Off the mark, no good. Sauer comes down to the rebound. He'll race it up the court. Going to attack on Weaselhead. Reverse layup, and a foul's going to be called on Weaselhead. That'll be his third. Hare forcing the issue now. Subs coming in for both teams. As Andrew Sauer went to go, slap hands with Chris Davis at the bench and did the psych at the last second. They shared a laugh. Sauer at the line for his first of 2. And that one rattles off, no good. Here's Hare with his first of 2. Now Sauer will come out of the game. With Davis going in for him, that means they'll leave Hobbs on the court with 3. Hare now at the line, 1 for 3 in the game, looking to go 2 for 4 with his second free throw here and push up to a 5-point game. That one will be off, no good. Davis will tap it around, but he pulled down by Kingbird. Free throw was short off the front by Hare. Up the court comes the Thunderbirds. White Woman for 3, and he'll knock that one down. Z White Woman with the first triple of the game for the Thunderbirds, and it's a 1-point contest, 63-30 or 36-35. McDonald the pass down to Davis on the baseline. He's going to be turned away. Now McDonald gets it from Hare. McDonald the jab step, looking to spin on Fine Day. Lots of contact, and McDonald is getting frustrated with how much he's been hit on the court. That'll be number 2 on Fine Day. Sending McDonald to the stripe. He has 15. He had to score in the half so far. Davis coming in to talk to his point guard. 8-2 start in the second half for the Tetons. They've been outscored by the Thunderbirds. McDonald looking to see if he can chip away at that and push the lead back out. First one for JoJo on the way, and that one is going to be good. McDonald now is 16 in the game, looking for one more to put his team up a triple. JoJo at the line now for his second of 2. McDonald spins the ball and lets it fly. Here comes number 2 of 2. That one's good as well. JoJo puts his team up by 3 points, 38-35. Up the court comes the Thunderbirds. Reagan has it on top of the perimeter. He'll swing it over, and there's going to be a foul called on McDonald. That'll be number 1 on Josiah. The fouling may start to tighten up here. The reffing may start to tighten up here just a little bit as we work our way through the middle port of the second. It's starting to get a little bit physical. White Woman has it on the near wing, guarded by Milner. Up on top to Reagan. White Woman sets a screen to free Fine Day. He'll get it back on the wing. Jab step on Milner. Get a body into Grantham. Drop step high. Angle in and out. No goods. Hare with the rebound. He'll get up to Hobbs. Here comes Hobbs. Weaves through traffic. He's going to have it tipped away, and he'll stay with the Tetons. 15:54 left to go in the game. 3-point lead. Tetons have led by as many as 11. That game with 1:58 left to go in the first half. They'll now be inbounding underneath or in front of their own bench. Hobbs looks to get the ball in. He'll find Hare, who's going to drive. He's going to be stripped and fouled on the way up. That'll be on Kingbird. Kingbird with his first personal, 4th or 5th team foul now. As into the game is coming Grant Overy for the Tetons. Grant will see his first run here in the game. Hare at the line for his first, and that one is going to be short off the line. Hare sitting at 5 as Overy will now come in for Milner. At the line for his second of 2 is Hare. Carson so far in the game 1 for 4 from the stripe. Looking to make it 2 for 5, and that one will be no good as well. 1 for 6 from the line for Carson. Long pass ahead to Fine Day. He's going to drive on Hare. Turned away. Now Hare's going to get a steal. Fine Day's going to lose it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Tetons. Here 15:40 left to go. Tetons take over. The ball is going to trickle away. That'll be Hare and now Overy looking for the inbound pass. Carson will bring the ball up the court. Closing in on 15.5 left to go. Hare, top of the perimeter. He'll hand it off to Davis. Curl's going to be cut off. McDonald coming to get it, just about popped away by Reagan. JoJo in the paint, spins, fade away, and that one drops in there for 2 more for McDonald. Tough shot in the paint. Foul's going to go against Dust Jr. Does appear. And he'll pick up his first 6th-team foul. Out of the game goes Hobbs and Hare. In comes McKenna and Johnson. At the line, JoJo 4-1. Looking to push it up to a 6-point game. McDonald for the 3-point play. That one rattles around and drops in there. JoJo now with 20 in the game, 41-35. Back up the court comes Reagan. Gets it now over to Kingbird. Up it'll go to Dust Jr. Looking to drive on McKenna. Crosses over, step back, 17-footer. Off the back, no good. Tipped away from the defender. As McKenna will come pick it up. He gets it off to Davis, who now works it up the court. Davis to McKenna across the timeline. He'll drive it to Johnson, looking backdoor, nothing there. Now to McDonald. McDonald, quick 3 coming. That'll be off the rim, no good. Kingbird with the rebound. Tetons already back on defense. Kingbird at the top. He's going to pull a transition 3. That'll be no good. Cleared around by Reagan. He's going to put one up. He lunges himself into the body of Bridger Johnson, and Johnson's going to be called for his 2nd personal foul. So Tetons not catching many breaks here at home, as that'll put Reagan back to the stripe for a couple. Robert Reagan with 2 fouls. His first one is going to be in and out. No good. He'll have 1 more coming. He's 1 of 2 from the line thus far in the game. 14:48 left to go in the second half. Reagan for his 2nd of 2. That one will be good. 2-2 there for Robert Reagan. It makes it a 5-point game, 41-36. Johnson to McKenna. Charlie looking backdoor for McDonald. Nothing there. Again, Josiah spins, drives. Again, he spins in the lane. He's going to be fouled again. McDonald will go back to the stripe. 7th-team foul on the Thunderbirds. See, that one is on. That will be on Reagan, his 3rd personal. So now he's in some foul trouble. Another sub coming off the bench, as McKenna and Coach Herman are having a defensive conversation. McDonald's first one is going to be up and in. As out of the game will go Reagan. Checking in for him is Kingsley Whitebird. Here's his first time into the game. Tetons currently with just 1 starter on the court in McDonald. JoJo's at the line for number 2 of 2. And that one will be good as well. Makes it 43-236. Josiah now with 22 in the game. Back up the court comes Finde. He'll hand it off into Whitebird. Whitebird looking to drive. Nothing there. Now to Dust Jr. up on top. Dust Jr. spins on McKenna. Second help coming. Tip pass into the corner. It'll be Kingbird who picks up. He's going to drive baseline. Flips it out onto the perimeter. And Kingbird, he's going to get through. Lots of contact and a bailout foul called on the Tetons. That was a very late call with very minimal contact, and Davis is going to pick up the foul. Hobbs and Hare set to check into the game. Miller sneaking closer to the bench. Overy's going to check out of the game, as well as McDonald. So McKenna will stay in at the 5 for Williston State. Inbound play now. Looking Kingbird, trying to look down low. Nothing there. Underneath it'll be to White One. Gets a step on McKenna and puts it up and in for 2 more. Z White Woman now with 24 points in the game. 43-38. Up the court, Hare. He's going to get to the cup and put it in for an easy 2. Carson for 2 more. 45-38 now. Back up comes United Tribes. White Woman in the post. He's going to be fouled by McKenna. That'll be number 6 on the Tetons. Charlie picking up his first personal. And with that stoppage, we're going to have our first media timeout of the second half. Tetons ahead by 7, 45-38, exactly where we started the second half at. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today, your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Inbound play coming for United Tribes Technical College. Teton's up 45-38 here on the American State Bank scoreboard. Gets it over on the far wing to Kingbird. Looking down underneath for White Woman to be double teamed. Kingbird with a three off the mark. McKenna with the rebound. Who gets it off to Hare. Carson up the court. Stops at the far wing. McKenna coming to pick up a screen. Carson drives, kicks it out on top to McKenna for a three. Off the mark, no good. Tipped around into the hands. It'll go to the Thunderbirds. Finde up the court. He'll kick it off to Kingbird. It'll be three-pointer, and there's going to be a foul underneath. It'll be on McKenna. And that'll, they say the foul is going to send White Woman to the stripe for 2 free throws. The White Woman so far in the game is 1 of 2 from the stripe. Taking his dribbles at the line. First half of the 1-and-1 is going to be up, no good. McKenna's going to pull it down. He'll get it off to Hobbs. Dust Jr. right in his face. Now off to Hare. Carson drives. He's going to be hit hard, and he'll fly into the stanchion. We'll see who that one is going to be on, and that one is going to be number 1 on Kingsley Whitebird. Whitebird picks up his first, and Carson Hare will go back to the stripe. Hare's had a sluggish day at the line so far. He is just 1 of 6 from the stripe. First up from Carson is going to be short off the front of the rim, and Carson is beyond frustrated with himself right now at the stripe. Looking to push the lead back out to 8 points here if he can knock down his second of 2. Second one from Hare is going to be off as well. McKenna's going to draw the foul as he was fighting in for the rebounds. It's going to be number 3 on McKenna, and free throws are going to be coming back the other way now with both teams with 18 fouls apiece. So Charlie has quickly picked up a third. We'll see Miller now set to come in the game as well as McDonald. McKenna will come out with Grantham coming back in. And as well, it will be Bridger Johnson out. With McDonald in, and finally Chris Davis checks out with Andrew Sauer back in. At the line is going to be James Dust Jr. for United Tribes. He's still looking for his first bucket of the game. First points of the game. Again, at the stripe, James Dust Jr. for his first of 2. First one on the way is going to be good. He'll get one more. Now with 1 point in the game, 45-39. Chance to chip it down to 5-point differential. Dust Jr. taking his time. Here comes the next one. That one will be good. 2 for 2 that trip. Now it is a 5-point game, 45-40. Here comes the Tetons. Hobbs over to Hare, back to Hobbs. Looks to drive, gets into the paint, spins, fadeaway jumper, up, no good. It'll be pulled down by White Woman. Tetons have been unable to get much going in the paint. Weaselhead has it now up on top, over to Old Person Harlow. He'll spin into the paint, and he'll be fouled by Milner. Grantham looks to pick up another one. That'll be his third, unless it's on. It will be on Grantham. So the Tetons in some foul trouble. Milner and Hobbs each on the court with 3 apiece. On their 4, it's Old Person Harlow for his first from the line. He'll knock that one down. Open Person Harlow with one more coming. His second of 2 is going to be off the back of the iron, no good. pulled down by McDonald, and he'll give it off to Hare. 4-point game, 45-41. McDonald on the wing. Jab step on Weaselhead. Gonna look to take off. Pulls the floater from the key and puts it in. McDonald now with 24. Back up to a 6-point lead. Weaselhead again up the court for the Thunderbirds. Under 12.5. White Woman. Foot on the perimeter. He'll put it on the deck, crossing over on Milner. And he's gonna bowl through Milner. No call. Grantham got a shoulder to his chest. Nothing. White Woman now with 26. Over to Hobbs. It'll go back to Hare. Carson crosses over, looking to drive through. Out to Milner for 3. Grantham no good. Pulled down by White Woman. Long pass ahead to Weaselhead. Lead is back down to 4. Weaselhead off to Old Person Harlow. Picks it up now back to Weaselhead to reset up the half-court offense. 12 minutes left to go in the game. Cutting baseline is going to be Fine Day. Nothing there. Picks it back up. He is going to be Dust Jr. We lost to the Tetons. Sauer comes away with the steal. Back at the court, he'll go to Hare. He'll drive on White Woman, puts it up and in. 2 more for Hare. He has 9 in the game. Long pass to Weaselhead. Good closeout by the Tetons in transition for defense. 49-43. Weaselhead drives. He stops, spins. White Woman for a long 2. That's off the back of the iron. No good. Hare with the rebound. He'll get up to McDonald. Tetons looking to go on a run here. Closing in on 11 minutes left. McDonald spins, steps through to Sauer underneath, puts it up and in. Sauer now with 5 in the game. Tetons back up by 8, 51-43. Old Person Harlow crosses over, drives, step back, long 2, no good. Milner is going to be stripped, and there's going to be a jump ball called. Alternating arrow will give it back to the Tetons here with 10:53 remaining in the second half. Tetons up 51-43, 10:53 left to go in the game. Both teams in single bonus. Tetons 1 foul away from putting the Thunderbirds into the double bonus. They have 9 fouls. United Tribes just with 8. McDonald over on the far wing. He's going to drive, gets a step on Dust Jr. Second effort. Now McDonald's going to have his pocket stripped to Fine Day. Here comes the defense by McDonald, but Fine Day will get it up and in. 6-point game, 51-45. McDonald takes a step. He's going to drive, gets into the lane. Little floater, it'll be up and in. McDonald gets those 2 points right back, and Coach Herman is going to want a full timeout to talk about some things. Back to a 9-point game, 10:26 left to go. We'll be back for more Teton basketball in 1 minute.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218 or Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $489. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Ike Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a cooperative.
Mike Rubeck here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons lead by 9, 53-45, 10:26 left to go. Looking to hold off a pesky United Tribe Technical College Thunderbird team. Thunderbirds have the ball after a full timeout. Tetons look like they were supposed to be in the full court press, and we're back in the half court. Long pass over to Dust Jr. into the front court. Now up to Weaselhead, high post, Old Person Harlow, White Woman underneath the bucket. He's going to put it up and in. He was left all alone. Hobbs, all he could do was stand there straight up to try to put the pressure on White Woman. 53-47. Hobbs gets the ball. Jab steps, going to drive into the lane. Steps it back, gets stripped over to Sauer. Sauer takes off, nowhere to go. Little congestion for the Tetons. Hands it to McDonald, still 15 on the shot clock. Milner with the screen. Here comes McDonald in the paint, flips one up and in. 2 more for McDonald. He has 28 in the game, tied with the game high with White Woman. 55-47. T-Tops could go for some stops here. Weaselhead looking down low for White Woman. Nothing there now. Old Person Harlow. Back to Dust Jr. Up to White Woman. Hands it off to Fine Day, who's going to drive on Sauer. Dribbles it off his foot. Will be able to pick it back up. Now over to Dust Jr. White Woman in the post against Milner. White Woman faces up. One-on-one now in the paint. Backing down on Milner. Fadeaway jumper, no good. And that's going to be a shot clock violation forced by the Tetons. White Woman wanted a foul. And it looks like to be a little bit of John back and forth between White Woman and Milner, as White Woman thought he was fouled on that one. 55-57, closing on 9 minutes left to go. Sauer going to get it over to McDonald, just about out of bounds. 2 subs for the Thunderbirds set to come in. McDonald going to be fouled by Dust Jr. That'll be his second personal to put McDonald to the stripe for a 1-and-1. This will be the last 1-and-1 shot in the game. Out of the game now will come Dust Jr. as well as Fine Day. Going in is Gerald Kingbird. And also Reagan back in. McDonald at the line. That was the second personal foul on Dust Jr., 9th team foul. JoJo for his first half of the 1-and-1. That one's going to roll off, no good. It'll be on the end line with Sauer looking to pull in the rebound. And the Tetons just about got it there, but McDonald misses the front half of the 1-and-1. Out of bounds it goes. Now full court press for the Tetons. Weaselhead working his way on Hare. Carson gets a step on here. Now Weaselhead falls over on the ball. Loose ball. Old Person Harlow will pick it up. He'll step back on Hobbs from way downtown. He'll take a 3. That'll be up and over the backboard with Hare pulling it down, but it'll be whistled out of bounds, and it'll be Tetons ball here. 8:46 left. Both teams kind of bogged down a little bit offensively here at this margin of the game. Tetons looking to see if they can get some buckets and run something off. Hobbs on top. He'll hand it off to McDonald. Desire over to Hare. Carson drives on Reagan, gets stopped underneath. Back to McDonald, who's going to drive on Weaselhead. Crosses over again, spins in the paint. Jump flips up, no good. Pulled down by Sauer. He's going to put it back up and in. Tough bucket for Andrew. He has 7 in the game. 10-point lead for the Tetons, 57-47. 8:20 left to go. White Woman sets a screen, gets it back on the perimeter. 3 on the way, no good. That one way off. Back come the Tetons. Hobbs will get it. He looks to drive, crosses over on Old Person Harlow. Out to Hare. Good look from 3. In it goes for Carson. He now has 12 in the game. The second Teton to hit double digits, 60-47. Largest lead of the game so far. And there's going to be a timeout called by the Thunderbirds here with 7:53 left to go. Tetons starting to show some signs of life offensively. We'll see if they can keep it going. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Thunderbirds have the ball, trailing the Tetons by 13, 60-47. Talon Weaselhead gets the inbound pass, picks up a screen from Old Person Harlow. Now Old Person Harlow gets it after failing out. The White Woman looking to in pass. Old Person Harlow with a tough shot over Hobbs. Benjamin Olperson Harlow now with 7 points in the game, 11-point Teton lead. Hare over to Hobbs. He's going to look to drive, gets down low, going to try to get it. It'll be Milner, saves it from going out of bounds. Grantham, backdoor pass. It'll go to Sauer. Andrew slows things down, now crosses over, drives baseline on Olperson Harlow out to Milner. Wide open look for Grantham for three. No good off the front of the iron. Picked back up by Hobbs and put in for two. Eden with 6. And the lead is back up to 13, closing in on the final 7 minutes of the game. Weaselhead approaching the perimeter, calls for a clear out from Fine Day. White Woman crossing down baseline. Milner doing a good job on the denial defense down low. Now White Woman gets it extended from the baseline. Secondary help comes. Pass it up on top to Olperson Harlow. Skip pass to Fine Day. Looking underneath for White Woman. Milner now. Good defense, but White Woman still gets it up and in. He has 30 in the game. Here comes McDonald again. JoJo drives, gets in the body of the defender in Weaselhead, who will pick up I believe it's his 4th personal. We'll have to see a 10th team foul, and it will be Talon Weaselhead's 4th personal foul. McDonald at the line for a pair. Chance to stretch it back out to 13 if he can knock down both halves of this double bonus. Josiah at the line for his first of 2, and that one will be up and good. McDonald now with 28, looking to keep pace with White Woman, who has 30. McDonald can get there with one more. JoJo for his second of 2 to put his Tetons back up by a baker's dozen, and he does. 13-point lead once again, 64-51. Back comes Weaselhead up the court. He's also on the court with Reagan, who has 3 fouls. White Woman and Milner again doing battle down low. Olperson Harlow crossing over. He'll fire from just inside the perimeter. No good off the front of the iron. Back to McDonald. Tetons looking to extend. Josiah on the near wing. Picks up a screen from Milner. Gets to the free throw line. Puts it up. No good. Tipped around. No. Brought down by Olperson Harlow. Up to Weaselhead. 3-on-2 to Reagan underneath. Reagan bounce it underneath to White Woman, who's going to spin. Secondary help coming. He'll toss it up and in. Another tough basket for White Woman. He now has 32 in the game. Hare driving. He's going to look to attack out to Hobbs in the corner for 3. In and out with Milner with the rebound. Putting it up, and the bucket will go in. Grantham now with 8 in the game. We'll have to see who the foul is on, as it will be Overy set to check in. Overy will be going in to spell Milner. 5:52 left to go. Grantham at the stripe will be up and in and out, no good. Milner misses his and 1 free throw. That one was number 2 on White Woman. He'll have it back on top of the perimeter. Olperson Harlow sets a screen. White Woman with a short shot, no good. There's going to be a foul called. They're going to call number 4 on Hobbs. As Miller now waiting to be subbed in still by Overy. Hobbs going to have to play tough with 4 fouls. As at the stripe now is Olperson Harlow. He'll miss his first. He'll get one more. Miller now checking out with Overy, giving him a spell. It's been McKenna, Overy, and just a brief appearance by Powell so far in the game. At the line again for his second of 2 is going to be Benjamin Olperson Harlow. That one's no good. Overy with the rebound. Empty set for Olperson Harlow, and it stays a 13-point game. 5:35 left to go in the contest. McDonald over to Hare on the far wing. Carson pulls it back up, looks to cross over and drive on Reagan. There's going to be an offensive foul called on Carson. That'll be, I believe, his first. No shots coming on the offensive foul. It'll be just a turnover and the foul on Hare. 5:28 left to go. White Woman to pick the ball up and now push it up the court. Excuse me, Weaselhead will pick it up and push it up the court. Overy playing some tough defense on White Woman. Set a screen on Hare. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline. Up no good. Hobbs will pull it down. He's going to push the tempo up the court. Head of steam. Eden gets down to the baseline. Takes a bump on Fine Dave. Stripped in. McDonald tried to save it from going out of bounds. Loses it back again to the Thunderbirds. Neither team wanting to put many points up on the board apparently through these middle stages as we approach the later stages here of the second half. Weaselhead again on the near wing, looking underneath for White Woman. He's having a heck of a time with Overy. Here's Reagan for three. That's no good. Hobbs with another rebound. Eden steams ahead again. He'll slow things down on the near wing. Kicks it to Hare up on top. Takes a step against Reagan through contact and one. White Woman gets his third foul. Hare now with 14. A chance for 15. And the lead grows now to 15 points. Carson gets a little conversation between his forwards. We're into inbound with Sauer and Overy. Carson at the line for his and one, no good. Grant's going to tip it up, but it'll be brought back down by Finde. Here again, another tough trip to the line. Misses his and one, and Finde's going to lose it out of bounds. Back to the Tetons. Tetons up by 15, 68-53. Sub as it's like Reagan's. There's going to be a timeout on the court called by the Thunderbirds. Tetons looking to see if they can put this one to bed here rather quickly with 4:43 left to go. It is going to be a full timeout called by the Thunderbirds. We'll take a full one as well back in 1 minute.
Giving Hearts Day is right around the corner on Thursday, February 12th. Join the Williston State College Foundation in celebrating our college and supporting its mission to provide an exceptional education to students right here in Williston. This is Christina Kitchens, WSC Foundation's Donor Relations and Community Outreach Coordinator. We invite you to consider making a donation this Giving Hearts Day. Donations can be made online, in person, or by mail. For more information, please call the Williston State College Foundation at 701-572-9275. We would love to visit with you, and as always, go Tetons!
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
Micro back here for Teton basketball. 15-point game, 4:40 left to go. Tetons have it. McDonald drives on Weaselhead. He's going to be stopped in the paint. Turnaround floater up and in and out. No good. Finde with the rebound. He'll push it up the court again. Now over to Kingbird. Kingbird, he's going to drive. Gets down low against Sauer, and Sauer will commit the foul to send Kingbird to the stripe for a pair. That'll be number one on Andrew. Both teams now have committed 12 team fouls in this half compared to the just 7 or 8 committed together in the first half combined as Kingbird misses his first half of the two-shot bonus. One more coming. Under 4.5 left to go. Kingbird for his second of two. That one will be good. 4:24 left. Carson Hare bring the ball up the court for Williston State. He's going to drive. Dips the elbow off to Sauer. Sauer dips inside the perimeter. He gets down low. Going to be cut off. Fade away. Put jumper up and in. Andrew Sauer now with 9. And a nifty shot from Andrew. Back comes Talon Weaselhead again up the court. Picks up a White Woman screen. Slips free. Has a tip pass over to White Woman. He's going to look to drive. Pulls up from just inside the free throw line for 2 more. He has 34. Over he gets the inbound pass. 14-point game. Air up the court now under 4 minutes remaining. Carson crosses over, drives in the corner to Andrew. He'll hold on. Tetons want to milk some clock. 20 left as Andrew takes a shot. That'll be Carson takes a shot off the rim, out of bounds. And Coach Herman relaying some more plays for his guys. Next trip down, 14-point game. Weaselhead letting the ball roll into the front court. Finally he picks it up as the clock starts to roll. White Woman now on Overy, backing down on Grant. Baseline kick pass into the corner, and on the end line was going to be old person Carlo. Out of bounds, it will go back to the Tetons. Eden Hobbs looks to get it in. 3:31 left. The number of possessions are starting to dwindle. Tetons looking for a big push at the end. There's going to be a long pass as McDonald throws it intended for Sauer. Miscommunication. It'll go out of bounds. Back to the Thunderbirds. Now 3:20 left to go. Weaselhead will pick it up. McDonald on him. Forces him to pick the ball up in the backcourt. Now over to Old Person Harlow. He's going to look to drive. Going to get it underneath. Puts it up and off the back of the iron. No good. Tipped around. Hare comes down with the rebound. Carson up the court. Jogs across the timeline. 3:05 left to go. Over to McDonald. Baseline to Hobbs. Into the body of White Woman. No good. That'll be number 4 on White Woman. Hobbs will go to the stripe for a couple. He's sitting at 6 points. An off night for him. But he's done so many other little things around the court to help the Tetons build this 14-point lead. And he'll get 2 more shots here. A White Woman now will have to be careful for his interior defense. Coach Herman telling his guys, hey, let's be secure with the ball. Milner set to check in. So Milner coming in for Overy. Grant has played fantastic defense here in this second half against the White Woman. As Hobbs will go back to the line for his second of 2 after knocking down his first. Second one from Eden is going to be up and good. That'll give Hobbs 8 points in the game. Weaselhead up the court for the Thunderbirds. Under 3 minutes left to go. White Woman sets a screen and another one. Looking for a mismatch with McDonald. Now Old Person Harlow for 3. That'll be no good. White Woman pulls it down. Drop step over the top of Milner. Nothing there. McDonald pulls down the board. McDonald top the perimeter. Goes for a straightaway 3. In it goes. McDonald with some emphasis on that triple. Makes it now a 19-point game. 75-56, 2.5 left to go. Weaselhead gets it into White Woman. On the baseline extended underneath to find it. He'll go over top of Hobbs. Up and in. Hobbs with 4 fouls. Just has to stand straight tall. 75-58. Here comes McDonald, gets into the baseline, underneath to Sauer, who is all alone. Andrew will put it up and in for 2. And there's going to be a timeout called on the court by the Tetons. 2:06 left to go. We'll see if it's a short one or a long one. Looks like it's going to be a long timeout. Back in 1 minute.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today, your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike Hoover back here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. There's subs now into the game for the Thunderbirds. The Tetons still have their 5 in there that they came out with. As up the court will come Reagan now for the Thunderbirds. Across the timeline, hands it off over to Whitebird. Whitebird picks up a screen from Felix, top of the perimeter. He'll fire from 3, in and out, no good. Milner will pull it down, he'll cover up and look to get free. Now gets it off to Carson Hare. Carson up the court, he'll get it to Sauer. Sauer pull it back along the perimeter, up to Hare. Hare drives on the defender. He'll get down low. Nothing there. Puts up by Milner. He can't finish. And Milner in the attempt for the second effort. He's going to foul Felix. There'll be Oscar Felix heading to the stripe, looking for his first points of the game. Tetons up by 19. 1:38 left to go here in this one. Bridger Johnson, Chris Davis, Charlie McKenna set to check into the game for Williston State. Here comes Powell as well, as the first one by Felix is going to be up and good. Oscar Felix now with 1 point in the game, and 5-on-5 off for the Tetons, as Mason McPeak will join the other 4 just previously mentioned a second ago, so the starters get the rest of the game off for the Tetons. Felix at the line for his second of 2. Takes his couple of dribbles, and on the way it goes. That one will be in as well. Felix now with 2 points in the game. 77-260 here on the American State Bank scoreboard. Up the court again comes Johnson. He'll get it off to Davis. Now to McPeak. Mason gets to the elbow, drives. Now Johnson has it. He's going to get into the corner paint, and it's going to be Davis gets raked across the arms. No foul called. Coach Herman is beside himself. So are the Teton benches. I cannot understand how that wasn't called. Reagan now driving. He's going to get hammered the other way. No call. And luckily no one's been hurt in the last 2 plays. Davis in the far corner. He'll drive baseline to Powell for the flip shot, and that one will be a foul on the Thunderbirds. As Reagan asking the official how come it was a foul on the other end. As Powell goes to the line, he'll look for his first points of the game. Joaquin for his first one. He'll be in and out, no good. He'll get one more coming. Powell at the line for his second of 2. That one will be off the back of the iron. Powell goes over 2 from the stripe. Up the court. He is going to come a Whitebird on top, guarded by Johnson. Finds Reagan on top. Reagan's going to just about be stripped by McPeak, who helps him back up to the... And there's going to be now a loose ball. Going to be kicked back out to Reagan. He's going to drive on McPeak, dumps it off behind him for 3. That'll be no good from Bordeaux. Pulled down by Davis. We'll push it back up the court for the Tetons. Under 35 seconds left to go. This will be the Tetons' last possession as Davis is going to be stripped out of bounds. Tetons will have the ball. 28 seconds on the game clock. 20 on the shot clock. Williston State likely one more look at the bucket. Johnson set to inbound the ball for Williston State. Bridger calls for action. Nothing open. No one open. Now up to McPeak. High post to McKenna. In the corner to Johnson. Back up to Davis. McKenna again looking for Johnson. He'll curl around to the top of the perimeter. Looks to drive out to Davis. Open look for 3 off the back. McKenna's going to tip it up. It'll be Powell comes down with the rebound on the perimeter. Now to Johnson. Bridger will hold things out, and he'll look to cross over away from Felix and salt away the final 5 seconds left to go in this one. As he gets it to Davis now up to Mason, and that is the buzzer with the Tetons coming away with the 77-60 win, and it's a sweep of the Tetons on the night. We're going to take a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the Windshield Doctor postgame report here from the Well in Williston. Back in 5 minutes.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218 or Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Ike Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a cooperative.
I'm from the wrong side of the tracks, born in a great apart. Can't tie 'em up, you can't pin 'em down. They're clinging to some old star. They'll chase that restless spirit wherever the four winds blow. But there's another dream just around the bend for renegades, rebels, and roads. Renegades, rebels, and roads, eyes of fire, hearts of gold. They ramble till they drop, gamble till the money runs out. They'll take any wrong direction, it's in their blood to know that all roads lead to another road for renegades, rebels, and roads. Downers low them
daddy played them, mamas don't understand. Whenever life feels so down and dirty, they just play them another hand. Yeah, there's a place in heaven for those wild and kindred souls, but they'll be raising hell till then, renegades, rebels, and rogues. Renegades, rebels, and rogues, eyes of fire, hearts of gold. They ramble till they drop, gamble till the money runs out. They'll take any wrong direction, it's in their blood, you know. And all roads lead to another road, renegades, rebels, and rogues. Oh, come on. They'll take any wrong direction, it's in their blood, you know. And all roads lead to another road for renegades, rebels, and rogues.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Giving Hearts Day is right around the corner on Thursday, February 12th. Join the Williston State College Foundation in celebrating our college and supporting its mission to provide an exceptional education to students right here in Williston. This is Christina Kitchens, WSC Foundation's Donor Relations and Community Outreach Coordinator. We invite you to consider making a donation this Giving Hearts Day. Donations can be made online, in person, or by mail. For more information, please call the Williston State College Foundation at 701-572-9275. We would love to visit with you, and as always, go Tetons!
Mike, we're back here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. We are coming out of postgame of this boys game, and this is the Windshield Doctor postgame report right here on 660 Keys News Radio. Windshield Doctor, locally owned and keeping your view crystal clear with expert chip repair and windshield replacement. Take a look at the scoring, starting off with United Tribes Technical College. They were led in scoring by Z. Whitewoman and his 34 points in the game, 16 of 26 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep. He hit the only three-pointer of the game for the Thunderbirds and 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Also scoring in double digits was Gordon Finday. He had 10 in the game, 5 of 11 shooting from the field. Also scoring for the Thunderbirds, 7 points coming in from Benjamin Oldperson Harlow, 3 in from Gerald Kingbird, and 2 each from Robert Reagan, James Dust Jr., and Oscar Felix. Shooting overall in the game, or shooting in the second half for the Thunderbirds, they went 12 of 33 from the field for 36%, 1 of 12 from deep for 8.3%, and 8 of 15 from the stripe for 53%. Looking at what they did in the game, overall, the Thunderbirds hit 25 of 70 shots for 35%, just 1 of 25 from deep for 4%, and 9 of 17 from the charity stripe. 34 rebounds overall in the game, 27 defensive, 7 offensive rebounds. No one finished with more than 9, and that was Gordon Finday, who led the way in scoring, 7 defensive, 2 offensive rebounds. 5 assists for the Thunderbirds, 10 steals, 1 block, 13 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls. Taking a look at the Tetons, they were led in scoring by Josiah McDonald and his 33 points in the game, 10 of 21 shooting, 4 of 10 from deep, and 9 of 10 from the line. 14 points for Carson Hare, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, and 1 of 7 from the stripe. And 13 points from Andrew Sauer, 6 of 7 shooting, and 1 of 2 from the line. Also scoring for the Tetons, 8 points coming in from Grantham Milner, 6 from Eden Hobbs, and 3 from Charlie McKenna. Overall shooting in the second half for Williston State. From the floor, they went looking at the wrong team there. They went 16 of 37 for 43%. Just 2 of 10 from deep for 20%, and 9 of 18 from the line for 50%. The Tetons overall in the game shot 29 of 69 for 42%, 6 of 25 for deep for 24%, and 13 of 24 from the stripe for 54%. All numbers that are under the averages this year for the Tetons, but they'll look to build those numbers up, and they'll have until Monday when they'll have a huge matchup on the road against Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers, the current number 1 team in the Montague Conference. Other stats for the Tetons, looking overall what they did in the game, and for rebounding, 53 rebounds. They were a plus 19 in the rebound margin, 40 defensive rebounds, 13 offensive rebounds. Both McDonald and Hare each had double-doubles. McDonald had 13 rebounds, 11 defensive, 2 offensive to go along with his 33 points. And Hare had 10 rebounds, 9 defensive, 1 offensive. Overall for the Tetons, 11 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, 17 turnovers. Looking at what they had in the second half, the Tetons with just 5 second-half turnovers compared to just 4 for the Thunderbirds. Taking a peek now at the advanced stats here. If we have them available, there was a printer issue, so we're going with quickly what's been put up on the conference website. So we'll see if we can get those advanced stats for you here in the next second or so, or else we'll just move along. And we'll take a look now at what we have available. It looks like we don't have any of our advanced stats available, so we're just going to say that is going to be it for the stats of the Tetons. Take the win. They outscored the Thunderbirds 43-33 in the second half to turn a 7-point lead at the break into a 17-point win. Now taking a peek at the current standings in the Montague Conference on the men's side. The Tetons now in with their 6-3 conference record, are 1 game behind Dawson Community College. Tetons beat Dawson here at the Well in Williston earlier this season, and they're 2 games behind NDSCS. They lost in Wahpeton against Science, but beat the Wildcats in neutral territory at Newtown. So the Tetons looking to see if they can put themselves in the running for a conference championship game and potentially hosting for a chance for the region championship. Looking at what's coming up ahead for basketball right here on 660 Keys News Radio. Coming up on the 13th, there'll be Coyote basketball coming from the John Cole Gymnasium. We'll have Tim on the call for that one, coming up to give us a hand from Sydney, as I had prior obligations and then on the 14th, it'll be a matinee game against Jamestown, and those ones for both men's and boys and girls for the Coyotes have huge implications in the WTA. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll name the WCCU player of the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
In the Montague region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Montague region together one smile at a time.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Player of the game for the Teton men is going to go to Josiah McDonald. His 34 3 points in the game in 34 minutes. He logged the second most minutes of the Tetons, only behind Hobbs. Hobbs, who had an off shooting night, had got lots of good looks. They just pounded him any chance they got down low. But McDonald came away with 13 and 33, or 33 and 13 for his double-double. Helped the Tetons keep pace with the top teams in the conference. That's going to be it for this edition of Teton Basketball right here on 660 Keys News Radio. I'd like to thank Emma back at the station for keeping us on the air and sounding good, as well as all of you for tuning in to this and every edition of Teton Athletics right here on 660 Keys News Radio. Until next time, sports fans, I'm Mike Reuter.